So, what's going on, everybody? I'm here with my man, Mr. Marcus MJ Worthmore. And, we're just going to talk to y'all about some things. Success-minded. I've known this guy for, how long has it been now?
Since like what? Since St. Rose, since I was in like second grade.
Yeah. So it's been a minute. But, I've gotten a chance to just watch him develop into a dynamo. And not even just in one aspect of life, just across all aspects of life. So definitely wanted to take this opportunity to introduce you to him, give you a chance to hear what he had to share as it relates to success and the different things we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about network marketing. We're going to talk about entrepreneurship, just some good stuff. So if you want to just go ahead and just give a quick who you are to the folks,
cool.
Before I ask you some questions.
Cool. So yeah, my name is MJ Worthmore. Eugene is actually he's actually my very first mentor. He introduced me to the industry of network marketing when I was 18. I'm 30 years young now. The story is simple. I was at a barbershop asking my barber to teach me how to cut hair because I just found out that my girlfriend from high school was pregnant, and I'd already committed to go to school, be a student athlete, and I wanted to make some money so I could at least take care of my son somehow. And Eugene, very conveniently enough, overheard my conversation with Rick. And when he got out the chair, I saw he was dressed to the tens, and he said, I think I can show you a way to make some additional income. And I was like, sign me up. Tell me. He gave me his business card, said, give me a call. So I gave him a call. He invited me out to see network marketing 3 days later. I knew nothing about the industry until that day. I saw 3 circles become 9, 9 become 27, 27 became a million. But I heard Jay Paul Getty, right? He said, I'd much rather get paid get paid $1 for the efforts of 100 people versus get paid $100 for my own efforts. That's called leverage. And that registered with me the day I heard it. And that began my journey. So here it is 12 years later. I've now become an industry leader. I'm still just a regular guy that likes, whiskey and pepperoni pizza. But, I've made a very significant amount of money, and now things are really, really ramping up, and I'm taking my life, by the horns and doing what I want, when I want, with who I want. And it's been good, man. It's been good.
Hey, well, really, that's what it's all about. I mean, you just explained options.
Yeah.
Which is really what this whole thing is all about. Now, I know you're working on something right now. You just launched an internet product, right? So what's that all about? What's the internet product about?
So it's my ultimate prospecting system. And failure taught me a lot. One of the issues that I was struggling with in network marketing was, closing more reps, because a lot of us get the same objections. I don't have the money to get started. I don't have enough time. I'm not good at sales, blah, blah, blah. And I went to a seminar a year ago, and it was a financial services seminar. Truth of the matter is, I was falling asleep. But these guys had found a strategy within the federal tax system that would help people to recapture more of their tax money during the year and be able to fund their policies. So these guys are making a killing selling insurance because they're helping their prospects find the money. Yeah. And I was like, man, if I could help my prospects find the money, I'm not trying to get them to invest $300 to $500 a month. I want them to get started in my business for $200, $300 one time.
Right.
But the system, the strategy allows them to keep money coming in that they didn't have before. And for me, I was like, that's a win. I know what it's like. I know how easy it is to make money when you're already making money. Right. It's hard to make money when you're broke.
Sure.
And I was like, I can give this to the network marketing profession at large. So I took it, I learned it, I mastered it, I applied it to the network marketing space. I got crazy results. My upline called me because he got scared. He thought I was cheating. He was like, yo, he was like, what are you doing? Right. And I told him, and he said, man, that's genius. That's absolutely genius. Let's make that a product. And we made it a product, and we launched it here recently. And just the reviews I've gotten so far, I mean, people are like, this is gold, So I teach that strategy. I teach some of the other things psychologically as to, why people say yes, why people say no, how to leverage who you know.
Now, where do people find it? Like, let's say they want it. Somebody's watching right now. They're like, I need that in my life. Where do they get it?
So they can find me on Facebook, MJ Worthmore, and they can also go to my Facebook fan page, MJ Worthmore's Ultimate Prospecting System, or MJ Worthmore's Ultimate Recruiting System. They can just type in either one and they'll find it. Worthmore spelled WORTHMORE. And even if you just go to my page and follow me, shoot me a message, and just say, send me the webinar. We did a free webinar kind of talking about the strategy a bit and how it works and why it works. And I'll just send you the webinar. And once you see that, if you're ready to go ahead and get started, we can help you get started.
Okay, cool. Now, I also understand you're an author.
Yes, sir.
All right. So what did you write about?
So my book, Fire Your Boss. The subtitle is How to Stop Being Broke, Get Rich, Become Wealthy, and Live a Happy Life. Right?
I like it.
Because I found this. There are different things.
Right.
Like you can be broke and be rich. You can be rich and not be wealthy.
Mm-hmm.
You can be not broke, rich, wealthy, and not be living a happy life.
True.
So I wanted to give people all fours because I found that even before making a very significant income in network marketing, I found out that rich is an acronym. Residual income creates happiness. Wealthy is an acronym. I'm not going to give you that until you get the book. But the skills that I learned and the strategies that I was implementing on a daily basis helped me to fire my boss. I'll never forget it. I was bartending 70 hours a week, easy, tearing my body up. And I remember going to the bar and I was like, man, I'm about to stand here for 10 hours and I'm probably going to leave here with $120. And this is supposed to be one of the top bars in Philadelphia. I'm going to leave here with $120 a night. And just before work, I had reached out to a prospect, used my strategy, and they signed up in my business, and I made $250 in commission. And I was like, that took me 27 minutes, $250.
Right.
I'm about to spend 10 hours for $120.
Yeah. And
I walked up, and I texted my mentor, and I said, dude, I think I'm going to quit my job today.
Yeah.
And I texted my wife, and she was like, are you serious? And I said, I'm serious, I'm sure. And I walked up to my boss, and I was like, sir, with all due respect, your services are no longer required. And I shook his hand, and I walked out. He looked at me like I was nuts. But I fired my boss. And there was a step-by-step strategy before that. So that's what the book is about, Fire Your Boss.
And what's interesting about that, even if, like you said, it took you 27 minutes to make that 250, even if you factor in whatever amount of time you first started talking to that person, to follow up, let's just say it took an hour, right? The whole thing took an hour, and you made $250. I mean, $250 an hour, that's a ridiculous income.
I mean, let's say it took 5 hours. You know what I mean?
That's still, yeah.
Like
you're talking $50 an hour almost.
Right.
So.
And I didn't break a sweat. There was conversation. Yep. All I needed was my cell phone. I mean, the world has evolved so much now. Like, you don't even need a laptop. You need a cell phone.
Yeah.
All you need is a cell phone that's got, a couple features and some Wi-Fi.
That's it.
And, I plan on writing a book, and I'm gonna give y'all foreshadowing here. I'm writing a book once I've crossed the $10 million threshold. It's gonna be called Wi-Fi Millionaire.
I like that.
So it's on the way. But that's it.
And what's interesting, man? This morning, my wife and I, we were actually coming back from a doctor's appointment, and we were listening to the radio, and they were talking about something. President Trump is doing something with regards to the Affordable Care Act. Just trying to take a sledgehammer to it and all this other stuff. And what they were explaining was the moves that he's making is going to drive people's, especially in the middle income earners, and even some low income earners, are going to drive their health rates through the roof. And so I'm just driving along, and I'm listening to this, and it just hit me. I'm just like, you know what? You just got to get rich. Like, you just got to get rich. Because that way you can get your neck off the chopping block of what the government is doing or what some other person is doing. Because otherwise you're always at effect to somebody else. And when you have $1 million, $2 million, $3 million, whatever, just sitting in the bank, it doesn't matter what the government does.
Nope.
You can afford the health care that you need to afford for your family at the time you need to afford it. If something happens catastrophic, you can write the check to take care of it. So you just got to get rich.
That's it.
There's just no other.
That's it.
And that's the beauty of this country. No matter what people say, I know a lot of things are happening right now in the country, and everything has its positives and negatives, but this is the one place where you have the ability to kind of just do your thing.
Do your thing.
Create a product.
Create
a service.
Read some books. Like, so this is, I learned this from T. Harv Eker. Right, he said, T. Harv Eker, Secrets to the Millionaire Mind.
Yes, sir. I have a millionaire mind.
I have a millionaire mind. Every time I see a penny, I pick it up and I thank God. Thank you for the free money. Thank you. And he said an entrepreneur is somebody who solves problems for profit. So don't think about the money that you want to make, but think about the problems that need to be solved.
Yep.
Right. And when I made that paradigm shift, like, instead of looking for money, I started looking for problems. And Napoleon Hill says that every problem has a solution,
sure,
right? Every problem is a solution seeking expression. Even better said.
That's right.
You know, so it was like, if it's a problem, then there is a solution, period. Otherwise, the problem wouldn't exist. So find the problem. Where can I find a solution? Where can I find solutions? In the books that I read, the associations that I make, you know. So I started reading more books. I started, you know, talking to more people who were successful and just saying, here's the problem, you know. And I was always thinking, where's the solution? Where's the solution? And what you look for, you find when the student's ready to teach your peers.
That's it.
You know, and then it was like, okay, now I've got the solution. There are millions of people, especially on the internet, that need the solution. I can package the solution, put my expertise on it, my advice, and sell the solution. And I don't have to charge people $1,000. I can charge somebody $47 because there are a million people that need my solution.
For sure.
You know, so
a million people buy a $47 product. You just made
there's
$47 million.
This is not hard. Like, and this is the United States of America. You know, so it's like, Jim Rohn said it. He was like, "Man, you live in America. Like, you don't get to be broke.
You can't get rich here. You can't get rich.
You can't get rich here. I can't. You know." So that was it for me, man. It was just like find people who have problems, and then find solutions.
That's it. And it's funny because I know we were talking earlier about creating products or services and making it available to people and figuring out ways to make sure you show up on their screen, because we're talking about Ty Lopez.
Oh my God!
And how he shows up
everywhere.
The minute I turn on my computer, I'm like, yo, this dude is following me.
Yeah.
You know, but he's everywhere because he understands how to create a product and target people that are looking for the product, the solution that he's providing, and you're doing the same thing with your product. So it just makes all the sense in the world.
It makes all the sense in the world. I mean, one thing I had to embrace this. I think an issue that a lot of network marketers, entrepreneurs have is we try to be everything.
Yep.
Not understanding the law that Napoleon Hill talks about, and Wallace D. Wattles. You cannot become wealthy until you contribute to wealth first.
Right.
So I translated that to, I can't get paid until I make sure I'm setting somebody else to get paid, but either before me or with me.
Right.
Then I think I heard Holton Bugg say, he said, hone your strengths and hire your weaknesses.
Right.
So I'm like, what am I good at? I'm good at communicating. I'm good at taking complex things and breaking it down to the simplest form so a 5-year-old can understand it. Now, I suck at marketing, but there are people who are masters at marketing.
For sure.
So if I design a $47 product and I say, hey, work with me, and every time we sell this product for $47, I'm gonna give you $17 off the top. I make $30 in profit. They make $17. Like, it's a win-win situation, because without them, I can't get that product to the masses.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I can either, that same million people, if I say, hey, we'll sell this product for $47, you keep 17, I keep 30, and we sell 1 million copies. I make 30 million, they make 17 million.
Right.
Without them, I make 0 million.
Right. 30 mil, 0 mil.
Like,
it's kind of an easy decision.
People want the whole 47 mil. Nah, contribute to wealth, because there's enough for everybody.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And then, it's the simple things that make all the difference.
Yeah.
And sometimes we get so caught up in the complex. I forget who I used to hear say it, but he would say, don't be perplexed by the perplexed. Don't be perplexed by the perplexed, and don't complicate what you don't need to complicate.
I feel like that's either Brian Tracy or Tony Robbins.
Yeah, it could be. But we tend to do that though as people. Yeah. We complicate the mess out of things, and it's unnecessary. When you help people get something, you get something. Like whether you're helping somebody make money or you're helping somebody solve a problem in their life, if you're helping enough people do something, then that's inevitably, like, it can't not happen.
Right.
Where you don't get what it is that you're looking for out that deal. So, yeah, awesome.
So yeah, man.
So I know. Let me see. Over the next 6 months, what's on tap for you? What are you looking to make happen over the next 6 months?
So over the next 6 months, in terms of earnings, I want to make $250,000 through my. Currently, I have 5 streams of income. I want to take that up to 2 more, so 7 streams. So I figure if I can make $35,000, you know, per stream, you know, got it going. So that's the 6-month income goal. I want to launch 5 more digital products, you know, because what I did was just a recruiting system, you know, but I've also learned that people, period, not even just network marketers, people, period, don't understand how money works.
Right.
So I want to create a course on how money works. I want to create a course on how to strategically eliminate debt. I want to create a course on how to strategically raise your credit. I want to create a course on just mindset mastery. You know what I mean? And of course, my personal coaching platform where people are just going to say, I want to work with you, MJ Worthmore, hold my hand, walk me through the process. You know, so there's that. Those 5 things. Fire Your Boss is done. I'm now working on The Millionaire in the Mirror and The Ugly Truth About Network Marketing at the same time. Okay. So those 2 books will be coming out within the next 6 months. And yeah, that's it.
All right, cool. I like that. And so, what did you say about network marketing? The last title, one of the last titles you just mentioned.
The Ugly Truth About Network Marketing. Yeah.
What I like about that concept is, because I'm sure one of the things you talk about is the idea of it not being a get-rich-quick scheme. Obviously, it's not a get-rich-slow scheme either.
Right.
You know, you want to make money quicker rather than later.
Right.
But you have to go through a process.
Right.
You have to go through a process. You got to develop. You know, who you were at 18 is not who you are at 30.
Not at all.
You know, and you've read a lot of books, went to a lot of seminars, learned a lot in that process, which now puts you in a position to make more things happen.
Right.
You know, and move faster. And so, what do you say to the person who has been in network marketing for a little while, and maybe they haven't gotten it going like they would like to? You know, what do you say to that person?
Biggest things I would say is consistency. You know, you have to be doing the right things every day, right? And you have to be willing to do the right things every day until you just have to just know. You know, I just knew at some point in time, if I kept doing the right things every day, momentum would work in my favor. Now, whether that was an explosion in my business or if I met the right person that put me on. Right. You know, in this case, it was the right person that put me on first, and now because of that, there's going to be an explosion in my business. Right. But I would say that's the first thing is do the right things every single day. Have a mentor. You know, get a mentor that keeps you encouraged. You know, we have a saying in network marketing: when you're down, reach up. When you're up, reach down.
For sure.
So, you know, make sure you've got a mentor, someone who actually cares about your success and has a vested interest in your success. And the other thing that I would say now that a lot of people wouldn't say is be you unapologetically, because
don't try to be anybody
you know
else.
you can't be anybody else. And the mistake I used to make was I used to want to be like so and so. I wanted to be like so, and it's cool to have models, but things went off for me when I was like, I want to be MJ Worthmore. Yeah. I don't want to be, I mean, I love David Emanitier, but I don't want to be him. Right. I love Holton Buggs. I love Eugene Bell, but I don't want to be those guys. I want to be me. And what ended up happening was I found me, I started loving me, and I started saying my piece. And people started listening to me. You know, so you gotta be your own leader before you can lead anybody else.
I think that nugget right there is major, because I know a lot of people, they try to be somebody else, or they try to walk like somebody else or talk like somebody else, which, like you said, it's okay to use people as a model to kind of look at and say, all right, well, what are the daily activities that person's taking? Maybe I need to take those daily activities in order to have that, but I don't have to say it the exact way they say it. You know, I remember when learning a presentation, I literally would write what somebody said, and I would write when they put jokes in, but then I needed to make that mine. Right. So I couldn't use the exact same words they used, because maybe it didn't make sense coming from me the way they said it, but I had to make it like me. Yeah. So yeah, that's a major nugget right there.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, you be willing to take the walk alone before you turn around and see people following you. You know, like that's the biggest thing. A lot of people are afraid to walk alone. That's one of the main things I got to say to network marketers. Be okay with that isolation time, because it's coming. I said on stage in Vegas, you know, there are times when God has to isolate you so he can insulate you. For sure. And human beings are afraid of isolation. You know, you take a 6'8", 300-pound juggernaut in jail, and you put him in solitary confinement, he turns into a kitten. You know, people hate isolation, but isolation is necessary in order for you to find you. You know, so accept that, embrace that, you know, take it on as quickly as you can. Spend that time by yourself, learning and developing and growing, and walk your walk. And sooner or later, you'll turn around and you'll find you've got thousands of raving fans because you did what the average person doesn't want to do.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Cool. Hey, definitely appreciate you taking some time
Likewise,
out.
brother.
You know, like I said, wanted to give you a chance to hear what he had to share, and obviously I know you got some good stuff from it. Definitely get your hands on his products. Once again, how can people get in touch with you?
So just find me on Facebook, MJ Worthmore. And like I said, if you want to look up my Facebook fan page, is MJ Worthmore's Ultimate Recruiting System, and you'll find it, and you can just request to be added to the group, or just shoot me a message on Facebook. Matter of fact, you can email me too, mjworthmore@gmail.com. Not hard to get in contact with. Email me and just say, I'd love to have access to your webinar. And I'll send you the webinar, and you'll see the webinar for free. And if you decide that the product and the system is for you, it can help you to grow your business, recruit more people, make more sales, you know, with my money back guarantee, I'll give you directions on how you can get it. And become an affiliate, because I did add the affiliate program as well.
Okay.
There's a 50% commission paid for, you know, for any affiliate who gets the product and also wants to resell the product. You know, so I've already paid out affiliate commissions in the first 24 hours of the product launching. It's just, it felt cool to be able to say, man, I'm paying somebody $23.50 an hour,
right,
but I'm earning $23.50 an hour because
right.
I got to leverage their network. So it was awesome. So that's how you can contact me. Facebook, Instagram, email, MJ Worthmore, all the same.
Awesome. Parking Lot Philosophies. We'll see y'all next time.
Talk to you soon. Peace.